Okay, and so what was your first impression when you saw me personally?
So you lied. And then my other impressions were that here's a girl that's just simple, happy, peaceful, content, bubbly, very giggly, very friendly, not standoffish. Just very outgoing. And as I talked to her friends later, uh, they confirmed what I saw. They kept telling me as they got to know me a little bit to affirm her and to uplift her. They said, "Oh, she's very nice. She's very simple," and that took me a little bit to understand what that means. It doesn't mean simple-minded. It just means when they say a Filipino girl is simple, it just means that she's content and happy with the simple things in life, not covetousness, not always clamoring for this high fashion thing or this home upgrade, not always wanting this and that, but just happy with what she has and grateful of what she has and the friends that she has.
Okay, and then what was what made you want to marry me?
Well, we talked a lot on Skype before we met, so I asked her a lot of open-ended questions about her faith and her walk with Christ. So I was almost sure I wanted to marry her even before meeting her. I just needed to meet her first and spend a few days with her. After talking for so many months online, I couldn't make the decision until after I met her. And so meeting you was just the solidifying what I had hoped for, that this is the girl God set aside for me. And he just confirmed it with signs and the people in her life, the people in my life.
Okay, and for those people who are, especially Filipinas, who are on online dating or are considering being in an online dating, what can you give them as what advice can you give them?
Are they trying to date Westerners or Filipino men?
Let's say Westerners because you're a Westerner.
Okay. Well, don't worry about your career ambitions if you are serious about marrying someone online. Most Western men who marry Filipinos are not marrying them for their educational status or how much they can make. Most Western men marry Filipino women because they want a traditional, old fashioned kind of marriage where the wife is a homemaker and her she puts her labor every day into her home and her family and into her children. If if a man wanted to marry a woman just so she can partner up with him like a roommate and make money and earn a bunch of money, he'd probably just marry a Western woman because that's generally the Western woman's ideals in 2020. That's her ambition to get a great career and make as much money as possible.
But I just want to tell them, Han, to add on that you're not against me having a career, or he's not against women having a career. But what he's saying is that women, as a woman, as a wife, as a mom, our priority should be our family, to nurture our children and take care of our family. It should not be, you know, it should not be to pursue material things because that's what men are. They are the provider of the home, and we are the one who's nurturing our, our home. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're the nurturer and he's the provider. So that's what they mean. They he's not against, you know, women having a good education or pursuing a career, but it's just a matter of priority. Like for me now, since our children are small, my priority is them. But you know, if it comes, it comes. You know, someday if I get a career, then I get a career, but not at the ex- expense,
Yeah, yeah.
not at the expense of my family, especially my children.
Yeah, I want her to have a career later in life when our children are older, once we have a family established. I guess if you don't want children or the guy you're talking to doesn't want children, then that doesn't matter. But like you said, the priority of the home and family. I talked to one guy, he married a Latino woman, and we were talking about it, and I don't know if he meant this so flatly, but he said flatly, I hate white women. And he was white himself. But he just said because they're so materialistic and so career focused, I like, he said he loves his wife and Latino women because they're focused on their family and their home and their husband. I don't think he meant that he hates white women. That's just the way he talked, very bluntly.
Yeah.
But I got what he was saying.
Sinabi niya lang yun. He just said that because he had a bad experience, you know, with a white woman. But of course, you know, not all white women are like that, because we know, you know, godly, responsible, loving white women.
Yeah, there's many of those in this country. That's not to stereotype. There's many Western women who have family as their priority.
Mhm.
We go to church with many of them.
Mhm.
I just didn't see any that were my age at the church or around me. Even online, I didn't come across any that were interested in a traditional family.
Yeah. Kaya, so, at the end, ang bagsak niya sa akin. So, I told them that in the end, I caught you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's it for today, guys. Sa mga, for those Filipinas who are looking for true love online, I think the biggest thing is just be honest. Like I already explained about the height, it was just a mistake. I didn't intentionally put it there because I was in a hurry to do it. Like my description with myself, what did I put? I just put simple. Like just
Yeah.
one word, like simple, because I was just in a hurry to do it, because you know I had a reason why I did it, but not really to look for love. But eventually he found me.
Yeah, and the height wouldn't have stopped me anyway.
Yeah.
If it would have said 4'11", I wouldn't have not pursued her. Because I think women do that. When you do a search, you can put in he must be at least this tall or whatever. I had that opportunity, but I didn't really care.
Yeah.
Men don't really care about height
Yeah.
in their spouses. It's women that care about their men's height
Yeah.
sometimes.
Like in his case, he's just open. He didn't really put, like, you know, like specifically what women he wanted, which is like whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turned out well. So for the Filipinos out there who are considering getting on a dating site, or they're already on a dating site, just be honest, just be true, and then, you know, because if the guy will love you, he should love you for you, not for the person that you're portraying, but it's not really you. So you know, then you'll know that that's true love, because you put yourself, your true self out there, and then this guy come along and, you know, accept you for who you are. That's very important.
Maybe you should put one picture on there where you're just waking up in the morning and you're still ugly, so we can see what you really look like. It
Yeah.
wouldn't hurt. Not as the main one, but just as the last one.
Yeah. Para alam niya na. Especially now that filter is very popular.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I use filter on my videos. Like now, I put filter on a little bit. It's because it's dark. If I put the real camera, it's kind of like dark, and then the brightness, because it's his phone, he put it on automatic brightness, so it gets dim and then bright, dim and then bright, so it's weird. So I put it on filter. But now, I mean, what I'm saying is that, especially now that filter is very popular, and also makeup, like, transformation makeup, so sometimes you don't really know like the person that you are talking to, what he or she, especially with women, what she really looks like. So yeah, I think what your idea is good. And just take, like, when you wake up, because sometimes I see people on Facebook just woke up, but then there's lipstick, and then their hair is like, yeah, like, put your true self out there, so you can find true love like this guy.
Be careful, be honest, be prayerful.
Yeah, that's true. There are so many scammers um, everywhere, especially in online dating.
Yeah.
It's because you don't really know the person. Even if just imagine when you meet someone personally, that person could be a scammer too, especially in online dating, because you don't see the person.
You gotta learn to filter out chick boys.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, that's it for today, guys, and girls. That's it for today, and thank you for watching. Love, tell them to subscribe on my channel.
Subscribe to her channel, Inday Gilda. Salamat.
Salamat. Salamat. Bye. Have a good day.